Hello, I'm attorney Sheri Abrams. My office is in Fairfax, Virginia, and for over 20 years I practiced special needs planning, Social Security disability, elder law, and estate planning. There are 3 types of special needs trusts that you should be familiar with when you're planning for your disabled child. One is a first-party special needs trust, then there's a third-party special needs trust, and there is a pool trust. The first-party special needs trust is set up with your child's own money. Let's say your child has inherited money before you were able to set up a third-party special needs trust, or there was a personal injury settlement, a lawsuit, medical malpractice, something so the child themselves has inherited the money. We then can put that money into a first-party special needs trust to enable that child to keep or get public benefits such as SSI. Because again, they're only allowed to keep $2,000. Now, a first-party special needs trust is not ideal in that it has what is called a payback provision. Now, payback provision means that any money that your child has received from Medicaid will have to be returned to Medicaid at your child's death from the first-party special needs trust. Another use of a first-party special needs trust that is relatively new is if you are someone who's been in the military or are in the military, you can use a special designed first-party special needs trust to allow your child to get your survivor pension benefit, your 55% they call that, without them losing their public benefits such as SSI. One of the special needs trusts, the third-party special needs trust, is the one you most hear about, and it's the most common one that we draft here in Virginia. Third party means it's your money. It's not your child's money. So there's no payback provision to Medicaid as there is in a first-party special needs trust. It allows you to put money away for your child into this third-party special needs trust while protecting your disabled child's ability to receive SSI and other public benefits such as Medicaid and Section 8 housing. As I spoke before, you're only allowed to have $2,000 in your name if you're a disabled child, if you're receiving supplemental security income, SSI, and Medicaid and other types of public benefits. So you don't want to disinherit your child. You want to be able to put as much money as possible into this third-party special needs trust. And it can be used to pay for really anything except room and board if the child is receiving SSI. So you can use it for extras, for travel, for extra medical care, for trips to the movies, for a computer, for furniture, for their room. So many different things it can be used for to make your child's life as the best as possible. Now, the special needs trust, a third-party special needs trust, is a great mechanism and it's a great tool, but it's only one part of your estate plan. You need to make sure you have wills that pour over into the third-party special needs trust. You want to make sure you're funding it, either by those wills, or some people fund it with life insurance that they designate directly into the special needs trust as the beneficiary. Also, you want to make sure that accounts that you have already set up, other life insurance or retirement accounts, IRAs, those types of things, that the beneficiary forms list the special needs trust of your child as the beneficiary, not your disabled child themselves, or they'll lose the benefits. The third type of special needs trust that you'll see is called a pool trust. Now, a pool trust is run by a nonprofit. In Virginia, it's run either by the ARC of Northern Virginia or by Commonwealth Community Trusts. That is a grouping of people's money that is run and is by the nonprofit. They are the trustees. It's an option in some cases, but when you're thinking about providing for your disabled child by using a special needs trust, you should come and speak to an attorney such as myself or another attorney who is also expert in special needs planning to try to help you decide which type of special needs trust is better for you. It depends on who you want to be the trustee. It depends if you want it to be irrevocable or revocable. There's a lot of decisions to be made. So you need to consider coming in, having a consultation, and letting an attorney such as myself go through your estate plan and help you decide what would be best for your entire family, including your disabled child.